Bayern are closing in on Europe's most unique footballer. The Club World Cup round of 16 is locked in. And can anyone stop Como from taking over Italian football? This is DMAC Daily. The Tower of Stuttgart, WolteMADE or WolteMESSI. Germany's latest breakout star is unlike anything this country has ever produced before. He will almost certainly be leading the line for Nagelsmann's side at the 2026 World Cup, yet just 12 months ago, he was relatively unheard of, having left Werder Bremen for Stuttgart on a free transfer. WolteMADE's market value was only 4 million euros at the time, and he'd scored just 2 goals in 51 appearances at his previous club. Yet it was at Stuttgart where the 6'6" anomaly was unleashed, hitting 20 goal involvements in 33 games this season. But stats don't even come close to painting the full picture of WolteMADE's qualities. Because for starters, he barely played for the first 6 months of the 24-25 season. When given more responsibility, he inevitably thrived. But I have to reiterate, it's not just the goals that makes WolteMADE so good. It's his technical ability in correlation to his frame. There's a reason he wears the number 10 for Germany's U21s and is referred to in Stuttgart as WolteMESSI. He's a playmaker, a dribbler, a creative forward that can operate as a 9 or a 10. He's been unplayable at the U21 Euros, and it's why Bayern Munich desperately want him. Not to be a backup to Harry Kane, but to work in unison with the English star and potentially fill the void of Thomas Müller. According to Romano and Plettenberg, personal terms have been agreed, but club negotiations are yet to take place. He doesn't have an active buyout clause, but BID are quoting 60 mil for his hypothetical transfer. WolteMADE would no doubt add a new dimension to this Bayern team, but my only slither of doubt comes from the inherent lack of pace in this new look team. Company will have to tinker with this system in order for it to work. We know Bayern are also on the hunt for a new left winger too, but WolteMADE to Bavaria just seems inevitable. Moving to the Club World Cup, and knockout football is here. Real Madrid cemented top spot thanks to a masterclass from Vinny Jr., whilst Man City absolutely cooked Juve. It brings me no pleasure to say this, but Pep's new look City are a real problem. Personally, I believe they are the team to beat this tournament, but looking at the round of 16 bracket, and there are some stellar ties on the horizon. Palmeiras Botafogo will be absolute scenes. I can genuinely see one of these two reaching the semis. As a Chelsea fan, low-key, I'm worried we're going to exit to Benfica. The Messi PSG reunion sounds cool on paper, but I do think Inter Miami will be obliterated. Real Madrid v Juve is perhaps the biggest matchup, but after what City did to the Bianconeri, I've lost all faith in them. At this stage, I think there are 4 serious contenders in City, PSG, maybe Bayern, and Real Madrid. I'd love to see a South American side go all the way, but in the latter stages, I do foresee the European juggernauts prevailing. Speaking of European juggernauts, it's about time we start taking Como seriously. There's a reason Cesc Fabregas rejected an Inter Milan move to stay at a club that were literally amateur status 6 years ago, because this sporting project is leveling up rapidly. In their first season back in Italy's top flight in 21 years, they dropped 97 million euros on 42 recruits, including some of Europe's best wonder kids. They're now gunning for European football and are set to spend another 100 mil minimum in order to get there. This summer, they've already secured Croatian prodigy Martin Baturina, Alex Valle, Van der Bremt. They're also closing in on Spain captain Alvaro Morata and fellow Milan teammate Malik Thiaw for an estimated 40 million euros, while simultaneously gunning for Celtic star winger Nicholas Kuhn, among several other targets. They've got the richest owners, a talented young manager, and an increasingly stacked squad. Como are going to be a force in Italian and European football very quickly. Anyways, that's today's DMAC Daily. See you next week.